Well, hello, Leo, and welcome to your forecast from the Gasmic Tarot. This is a general reading, love, money, career for the period beginning the 8th of March. Because it is a general reading, it may not resonate with all of you, so take a look at the forecast for your moon sign or your rising sign as well. If it does resonate with you, if you want me to resonate with your energy, if you want to claim the reading, you can throw a comment below. Okay. Thank you again for liking and subscribing so YouTube can find the new channel. I really appreciate that. Oh, two. Okay, two cards here in the deck. If this is your first time coming to the reading, this is a spirit-driven reading. I have an army of spirits, past masters, in my space. And I'm channeling messages, their energy's in the reading. That means there's probably going to be some homework. Okay, ways to move forward as we read the tarot. I also get some of your people in, some of your past loved ones, some of your spirit guides for some of you who are coming to the videos. And I do see somebody's mother, grandmother. She's very stoic, you know. She's kind of boxy. No offense, ma'am. It's kind of a squarish kind of head. She's very commanding, sort of the matriarch, a little loud. But really she had a soft spot, especially for you. What else is she showing me? She was just in control and command, and all the other women in the family kind of just kowtowed to her. But you, yeah, she had one of the grandkids that really could wrap her around the finger. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm not sure if the grandkid is watching this, but that's what I see. Okay, anyway, she's here. No specific message, just wants to show her presence. It's so difficult sometimes for me to pick up everything that they're trying to communicate. They get frustrated with me as well. All right, anyway, so for the period beginning the 8th of March, what do we have, dear spirits, for our Leos? What do we got? All right, I see the 7 of Rods here to start. 9 of Swords. All right, Tower. See the 6 of Cups. I see the Star. And 2 of Cups. Let's start with those. I'll probably pull a couple more. Okay, so 7 of Rods. 7 of Rods is about obstacles. Recently, you've had some kind of obstacles in your way. Things that are not having you be able to move at 100%, move at full steam ahead. There's no full steam ahead lately. Maybe you're in the process of negotiations for something with work, something with some kind of entrepreneurial venture with a home, or maybe you're negotiating with your kids as as you're trying to get them to do their schoolwork. But there's some kind of obstacle here. I think it's more than just the kids, because it's basically married next to that 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is that 3 a.m. wake up. You're worried, you're anxious, you've got anxiety, stress. Something's going on. And it's going to, and it's coming to a head. Either you change or the universe is going to drag you kicking and screaming. So, you've got the Tower here at the beginning of this period. Tower is about change. It's about sudden change. Change that is unexpected or intense. Intense change. Doesn't mean it's bad change, by the way. It just means it's intense. It's sudden. So you might you might have been looking and looking and looking and looking and looking and looking for a home. And every time you get into a home, you get into a bidding war. And now all of a sudden you've looked for a home, you put the bid in, you got accepted. And now you've got 30 days to get everything ready and gone and go. You might have put, and then you have to put your house on the market, and then it sells and price it right so it sells in 4 days, etc., etc. Do you see how crazy that is? Or your house is selling, you're going to closing, and there's a delay on the other house closing. So you have to figure out an interim solution for your stuff. This could be a secret coming out in relationships. It could be restructuring business. How do we make money? Alternative ways of making money. Your one financial stream has been more of a trickle, so now you have to rethink things. This could be a layoff, but not necessarily. A leader could be ousted in your organization, or a leader, somebody who's been there for a long time, could leave during this period. Okay, it could be redundancies where there's some downsizing that could happen, but it's not at the forefront here. The interesting thing is that Spirit is asking you, and here's your homework. Okay. If you look at that Six of Cups is about, let's call it, going back to the comfortable, going back home. It's about finding that nostalgic feeling, that feeling of childlike innocence, going to the past. So good things coming from the past, whether they're revisiting the past in some way, like physically going home, okay, going to the old neighborhood and getting that warm and fuzzy. Or it could be revisiting situations in your youth that gave you joy. All right, I always give one of the big things was my dad used to take us to the car wash. And I would think about, how much fun I used to have from the silliest little things. So when COVID first came out, I went to the car wash a lot. And just sitting there, it brought me right back to when I was, I don't know, 4, 6, 7, 8 years old. It brought me back to that period in that old, in the car my dad had, the silver Lincoln, I think it was. And how we used to just sit there and watch the car wash, and it was like our entertainment, and we thought it was the best thing ever. As an adult, you don't really think of it as, oh yeah, I'm going to go to the car wash and entertain myself. But it was something that brought me back to a time when I found joy in a very small thing. So that's your homework, is to revisit those happy memories from your youth. And we all have some happy memories, even if your childhood sucked. Okay? I just want to point that out. Everybody's childhood had trials and tribulations. But there's got to be something you remember that gives you that delicious feeling. And that's the energy you want to focus in. Okay? So when sudden change happens, you don't get stressed out. You focus, your vibration is in that earth B. Peace, bliss, joy, enjoy, INJOY, enjoy, okay? So that it turns something that you could perceive as a negative into a positive. There are no negatives. There are only opportunities for positive growth. That's all I have to say. All right, so then you've got the star. And so if you can do your homework, the star is about inspiration. It's about guidance. You're inspired towards a home that will better suit your needs, or making your home more of the sanctuary that you deserve, with some creature comforts in it, with some places and spots that beautify it, make it delicious for you. Could be a little DIY project. You could be doing some renovation. Keep your eye on the dream sort of thing. The star shows, for those of you who are looking for love, that you do deserve to be with a soulmate. And that's an opportunity at this point to call that person in. The star brings, I'm going to say this again, money, luck. All right? Money, luck. Work begins to pay off. So let's say you ended a particular kind of work situation. You're open to bringing in a new one, the door opening very quickly to something else. So get your resume out, brush it off, look at job descriptions for what you are qualified to do, and then make sure your resume is written in such a way that it includes some of those key words. So, and then I call it the job board trick that somebody showed me eons ago. Put your job on the job boards. Okay, press save. Every morning at 9 o'clock or so, go into your profile, change one word, press save. Somehow it tricks the systems and your stuff always comes to the top when you're looking for work. It's been a handy trick in the past for me. All right, so again, you're inspired. You're moving forward. This is about long-term goals being perceived. All right? Then you've got the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is about partnerships. If you're in a long-term relationship, you might be kicking it to the next level. Engagement, marriage. It's also, though, about a time of real peace and real harmony. Okay? This is getting rid of the stress. So you're able to release some of that worry, some of that stress that's in your life. Isn't that lovely? All right, let's see what else we got here. We got the Two of Rods. Two of Rods is about making plans and moving forward. You're in the space now where you've cleaned up a lot of this minutia, a lot of the BS, that you have the ability to see beyond this little annoyance of a situation. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill, somebody's saying. Okay. All right. And then you've got the Eight of Rods. And the Eight of Rods, that's about new offers coming in. That's about money. That's about positive news. It's also about love. If you're interested, it's good news about love. So, but we've got here change, and then we've got money coming in. Change and nostalgia to release the negative, and we've got the possibility of more committed relationships. It really doesn't get better than that. All right. So what do we have on our cards? All right. So we've got Moses, and Moses says, take charge of the situation. That's right, because you do have the strength to release the negative and open the positive. Open to the positive. All right, and then we have White Tower, and White Tower is talking about purification. Purification. Smudge your space. Cleanse all the negative garbage out of your space from your ex, that crummy ex, or from that crummy manager, or from the negativity associated with the stress from the job. Go smudge. There's stuff below, there's information below the video if you're interested. Smudging books and crystals and tools, etc. Go smudge your space, purify it, get rid of some of that stale negative energy, open yourself up to the positive. If you start smelling flowers, please put a comment below, and I'll explain what that is, and some of the different fragrances. You describe the fragrance, and I should have a corresponding reason for that fragrance. Somebody told me decades ago. All right, guys, that's all I've got. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. And, we'll see you next time. Take care.